The overall objective of this project is due to the fact we realize that when it comes to the formulation of the budget, it is usually a top-down approach, and most of the people are not consulted when it comes to the formulation of the budget process. And we realize that most of the ministries will sit in the combos and just decide what are the priority needs of the people. So that is why we have brought in sector specialists from two critical ministries, the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Agriculture, to get the inputs of citizens, what their priority needs are and what they want to see come the budget for 2024. It is very important that citizens are directly consulted because they know what they need more, they know their priority needs, hence the need to bring them to the community level to be able to engage with citizens to get their priority needs.
As it is commonly done, we used to sit in our offices in Banjul, in Kotu, and then prepare a budget that we think would suit the entire Gambian communities. But going out, meeting these people now, give us the opportunity to know what actually their problem is and what do they want to see feature in the Ministry of Health budget. And I think that cannot be overemphasized because we realize that from one region to another, their needs are different. Each region have your own issues that you think is a priority to them. So without this budget dialogue, we wouldn't have been opportune to know this issue.
I really want to thank Gambia Participates. What is my first time to be part of this program. And as a budget specialist for the Ministry of Agriculture, it has also given an in-depth insight of what would to be the necessary requirement to be budgeted for all farmers across the country. After listening to so many of the communities, I felt that this should have been a long overdue process.
I learned a lot from the budget impact today. First of all, we'll thank Gambia Participate, we'll thank the Ministry of Health, we'll thank the Ministry of Agriculture for their noble gesture. This is the first time we experience such a gesture. So we thank them for that wonderful innovation. So we learned a lot about budget dialogue, and it is very important as people of URR. We are representing URR and we are here for URR. Things like this, we expect always it to happen. What we recommend here today, these two ministries should understand that the youths of the 7 districts are here today. All the 7 districts, you have Wuli East, Wuli West, Sandu, Tumana, Jimara, Kantora, and Fuladu itself. So means what we said here, know that in URR, these are the problems we are facing.
ñu ngi sant yàlla bu baax a baax tey bi ma yàlla boole ma bokk si ñu nga xam ne nii ñu ngi doon jànga si fànni dépense réew mi te naka lam dee demee ak naka lañ ko dee tëralee loolu sant naa si yàlla bu baax a baax te gëm naa itamit ne liñ si jàng tey dina dimbale askan wi te dina gën a yee askan wi ñu xam budget réew mi naka lam dee demee ndaxte niñ ko foogee woon ak budget bi biñ ko jàngee am na ute.
min budget do ko mi faame makko last budget ji waɗoji ɗo fof min meeɗa wadde participate ɗo kono comme wala hewani doole guys CRR spécial minen CRR note sabu ko ɓe watta ko fof ɓe waɗata men consider dal no bete
ndel budget ola ko dal ngamena ñinon foloti en kumandi kasi ka ñing e kacasi fasoto budget o ngamen famje wala ñende ko ala nafa antel la jang na tundo la jang anafa dang do ya
jangat buma am si dépasse dëkk bi si tay si training buma am ni tay because ñun xamuñ won sa naka la dépasse bi di démé fi lañ tok things nit yi di def sen def nguur bi di def sen def liggéey kat yi di def sen def way ñun xamuñ naka la dépasse bi di dépasser naka lañ di approuver naka lañ ko dé watané lolu yépp xamuñ ko si
ñimi mbekere is very fine a beti at back because inata kamol kalamtandi pour mol si jerike si singa jube muna nyanta kake muna musanalal nafati muna manya nasanalal nafala so ilani nyimbe nyim programme mbekeri abeti ya batal ne atar ko ile telefon tela miro te lafta le telefon kayinke nyanta kelala kabirin ibali say right now sama always soma obi yaji nyanta kelala kabirin tout monde koma so ibali ko kujama isa siya kacha kujama skeno kono yaji bot ila nyimbeti ata bakele pour que sénégal kalam tandi ka nyina be keri anu sénégal si ya jube wol fana sa foila sula ko mum minti ya itandila ko nyina mun tolla sula kote anu na sula ko nyinni wal mun na sula kote.
Looking at the different activities that we have had so far from the West Coast region, Lower River region, Upper River region and Central River region, it is seen definitely that citizens really appreciate this motive of coming to them to be able to get their feedbacks and their inputs on what they really want. You realize that most of the people are eager to at least express themselves. They know exactly what they feel. They know what their needs are. So you realize that even we have had a number of people, because we are looking at 50 from each region, but we have realized that we have had numbers that are even more than 50 so far. Just to show you that people are really eager to have their inputs captured in the formulation of the budget, because we know that as per what they have been coming up with is the fact that most of their inputs are really not what they actually see when the budget has been formulated. And it is important that their needs are captured, and they are very appreciative of this effort that we have been doing. The fact that we have been able to bring critical sector specialists, both from health and agriculture, and they have been really being able to express themselves intensively to just say what their priority needs are. And overall, we have been able to capture, and looking at it, we did realize that they are actually really critical issues that they brought up. So it is actually more like a very holistic approach that we are using, and we have had targets, and this range from youths to women and persons with disabilities.
Komin natanying kachamun na famudir kachala ay nafa bale soto na biwarar janto na base bankoka katu ni ajube ku jamal le benun janto mulyalo melong o haniata ngelom fanandal mansi ka ko kacha malom achanba akonyel tamini la sila jomale ya komi mulbu ko agriculture la bunda aning jata kende ala bunda la because ni ajube agriculture fenet muyalom Gambia bi atelmunna tarambulodi. So mo jama bije mu yalla akema ko ila soto bundala yo ni nata jata kende afata na karola amu fenet mu yalum moltitano la ko makata fana mu bundalti mu yalla bunda ku maya ba katu bi kende yalum ko be ti janibe miral ko kundi na fo jata kende asoto so ila na jambi akuma tantene bakel.
Normally we used to prepare the budget sitting in our offices in Banjul, in Kotu, thinking that what we were doing is exactly what the people need. But unfortunately, I think you realize that from West Coast to LRR to URR to here we are, North Bank, you realize that the needs of each of these regions differs from one to another. And probably us sitting in our offices in Banjul wouldn't also know these things. Now coming out, talking to them, they were able to explain to us. Like for example, a particular region said that they have issues with ambulance services. They don't have adequate ambulance services. And another region will tell you, we still need the issue of more trained staffs, more trained nurses and doctors in their region. Probably us sitting in the office, we wouldn't think that that was an issue. But meeting these people now, we were able to know that this is an issue for a specific region, and then you go to another region, probably they have a different need.
West Coast awartal, isi bojato nyi jube kuke, mini nyanta kelaje, yol keje, mini nyanta bolaje, yol bondije. Like Jambando, si ya jube kuke senalal la karola because ni nata jube Jambando man boto mu $1,750 ikobe Jambando sana 1,000 plus abe batandilal
bao agriculture ta diamutale health fanan diamuta sa entela diamo bite bela kan killing health ta wala munko birkama ndole bota birkama musate baleti bar birkama ma loptano soto miyano noko anyanta yiri wala nyama ama yiri wano wo nyama lafta ye mako na lopitano ya yiri wandi kan ni bota birikama jang lopitano koteke fo Banjul so lafta na lopitano yiri wa kuma fula nyango na wulu bungoto lafita ni musolbe wulu wo kan pour ye mako ye dulalo miyano ko ni be wulu wo kan hani mimbe banta e kana kalamta ko min musobe wulu wo kan kan ni birikama lopitano ni musobe wulu hani be marse woto e kana musolbe wulu kan aninda dinni wala ladula fanan ye je fana ye mako ye je last time tata nunje ye je roni vede bar hani sa ni sa fanu nyeno kanuni malaria time o sita birka may ka balafale ika dinni won modol tare be lari banko leto ibe kan la dula sotono sa ni sem mako no yoto fana yiru wandi nyeno
ñetti mbir luma buga gaay yoka ci dépasse bi ñew 2024 bena mo nek garab suñu warona am garab ci lopitani amna garab yo xamne nak mënuñ fa am yépp way suñu amone half bi suñ la waree bindal 5 nga am 4 si lopitaan bi wala nga am fa 3 order 2 yi mun nga koo dem lijjanti nga dem jënd ko waaye soo waree am 5 nga dem si lopitaan bi 5 yooyu noonu yëpp amut fa nga war koo dem jënda te yow wóor na la ne amuloo ko dafay nekk problème ñaar moo nekk comme nu ma ko waxee rek ñu am machine yoo xam ne mun naa gis sa wér gu yaram yëpp lu fa nekk mu am si région bi mu nekk ñaareel bi soo amee loolu noonu nga am garab nga am machine bi nga xam ne moo lay gis yëpp sa yaram bi kon sa wér gu yaram dina yomb ak accès tamit pour nga génn si because ñun am na dëkk yoo xam ne pour ñu génn si ñëw Kuntaya dëgg soo gisee kuy matu kuy ñëw lopitaan sa yaram bi sa rongo ñi lay déeroon ñu teg la si saret ñoom ñi nekk foofu noonu xamuñ foo toolu ñu war laa teg si saret ngay ñëw ñeneen si kaw saret bi lañ di amee doom kon suñu amee yenn ambulance yoo xam ne dinañ mun a jóge si yenn communauté si ñu ñëw am nañ benn yu fi nekk waaye doyut ñu ngi ñaan gaay ñu yokk seen loxo suñu waree am yeneen ambulance yu nekk si yeneen gox yi yëpp di génnee nit yi ak garab ak scanning machine yooyu noonu man daal ñette yooyu noonu bëgg naa gaay yi lii ko torop xoolaat si bu baax si seen plan yuy ñëw 2024 incha allah seen dépasse bi.
gannaaw si wet gi yaram bi dinañ dugg si wàllu mbéy mi ndaxte xam nañ ne réew moo dem rek mbéy moo ko amee réew mënut a dem gannaaw mbéy bon nguur gi bëgg nañ ñu dooleel ñu si mbéy mi surtout si budget bi nga xam ne nii moom lañ dëgmal si nañ ñu indil engrais bu doy ba pare nañ ñu wàññil engrais bi wala ñu lebal ñu engrais ak jiwu ñu mun a béy ndaxte kaw gi bu neexee rek teeru bi dina neex.
comme faalaɓe ɓeydana men gueɗe tati ɗe ɓe ɓeydanta men ɗo banggal CRR like minen iwoɓe CRR note crossing amen ko probléme addade bo reedu goɗɗi ɗi koto feeri ɗo jibinta because crossing probléme mais addi debo reedu amen ɗiɗo maayi to l'hôpital ɗo because of reference ɓe waɗa mo rifa so ɓe waɗi mo rifa kadi before ɗum ɗo ambulance arde o ɓaŋat 2 hours 3 hours ambulance o iwa Bansang ara ƴetta peese no naɓa mo ha rutto ha Bansang so ɓe walli men he ambulance kadi walla men no bete minen wi faala ambulance lekki ɓe walla men lekki kadi ka l'hôpital to heɓo sa yeeyi to l'hôpital to hande sona ɓe windanama kayti ɓe winda ɓe hokkuma goɗɗi parastamon nde wonde a heɓata parastamon saɓe wima ya pharmacie joni minen hewɓe na hen somin fawama ko pharmacie min yiɗata yaade because sa yeehi l'hôpital yoɓa 25 maɗa a heɓata lekki so yaha sodoya lekki to pharmacie to ko ɗum ɓuuri wadde dara ko ɗum ɓurantama sa yaade to l'hôpital to
no ɓota je nafarol agriculture ni ko agriculture walla CRR ni ko CRR ko agriculture because banko kanjang CRR janjambure ntel mam fen soro na manke manole andu ni tata na mana sene dulal na bata kol mel bija siata na farol felenti nye doku angri mu problème ot masingol mel kan na covid lawn e munye problème olet because ni sula trakitola jang makadi jang trakit kile wota nyem faro be malankun nola so fo si lokun fula lokun saba be trakit kile ngobatu na pura ila faro ko ino munye kol ya ku balete so ñin dal be demaro ñin kam mansa kunda bulu ngañin ko wol men kacate ye ko ma fele molla ye demaro mu ren kam molka
ku ntala mira dato o na sola dalto ning ayatari asotota no ñin ñin sanna la mumina kanten ning ayatara yakeno budgeto kono mun keta loftano pour basse loftano ka loftano ñin kafo ka ke loftan bat comme mu bugo Bansang kata bula RVTH ñol sifal de ni bajala mol mako el bake because ku jama biye mul yalon kate ñin Bansang den la ko don to ay bajala wolbe sono yala ni natana jata kende ala karola comme kabirin loftano la bori ko la bang fokana jimin tawol o mumul yalon comme lanjur tolle muyti lay commune ning ayatari ela sula ko sotota wol bebe kala ko mul yala be mako el bake wol kono commune molmul yalom komin kafo funewlu ni ye tilo koto fongos tulo soto anin nya klasol fokana bula lanjur tol fana mul yalom ibuka tamane fa ye pusu sol soto anin ku koton abema ko la bakele
ndala miroto pusa bol me yalom ko gana kumada science ndamba sula rengol wala nyindi ko nyim budget na la me yalom ga kana ye fero bege ya kato bege kaje ko dolla fana na en kumanda mara banko kanja nga loptan bunda baso kena nyaanya hana tara be kala kilindi bareng fana le one major health center soto within LRR way ken na sula ko adu nyin health center fana ni na tana ye mol soto mel ya lon ko be kala mol di me ango be do ko nyin faham le be kala well train no solti anin doctor mel ya lon ko be tara health center nyin kono katara ta mande na borol anin masingol me ya lon ko be jaralol kelal ol fanang yeke kuute me alonko ol be tara ni budget nala kono e be menna.
Our expectations from this sector specialist is that everything that they have been captured across the region will be taken back to their ministries, especially those that actually make the decisions, that will be the permanent secretary as well as the ministers, to actually take a consideration of the priority needs of the people and know that this is actually what people are saying. So we expect them to be able to take it to them and at least be able to explain why these people have mentioned these areas as their main priority needs. And hopefully we are expecting them to be able to defend it to the extent that we would be able to see it come the budget for 2024 fiscal year.
Ba léegi ma am kontante ak yaakaar bu rëy ne jàkkaarloo bi nga xam ne ni am nañ ko ak ndaw yi teewal fi ministre yi dina indi wecceeku bu am solo fii si tundi North Bank te am nañ yaakaar ne mébét yi nga xam ne ni moom lañ am ak tawat yi nga xam ne ni tawatal lañ ko am nañ yaakaar ne buñ àggee dinañ ko jottali seen kilifa yi ba wecceeku dina ci mën a am bu soobee suñu borom bi
ni futata ini ñunu kaccata tumando njikita funalla jeroto iba kelele min kaccata jang wala na nyin kacca kumata bakel anu kodo biye na amin kaccata jang ibale ni say atol fana futata njikita ko atol fana bo kibaro futandle male.
After listening to all the concerns being raised, it is deemed necessary that the senior authorities of the Ministry of Agriculture are aware of what has been transpiring in the regions based on what is being provided to them. But we also know that actually the Ministry of Agriculture is constrained with budget limitations, that they cannot do everything possible to make sure that all what has been raised is included in the budget.
With regards to the feedbacks and the outcomes that we got from the communities, from all the regions that we visited, it's now incumbent upon me, the sector specialist that actually represented my ministry, which is the Ministry of Health. I would have to now write a report explaining all what we've actually gained or what the information that we received from the communities that we visited, starting from West Coast, LRR, CRR, URR, and then NBR. Because as I said, they all have their different issues, their different needs. So it's incumbent upon me to actually write a report, present this report to my director, who would now meet the permanent secretary and then the minister to discuss about what is entailed in the report, so that come next year's budget, at least even if we cannot put all what the communities said that they actually need, at least if you can have 1 or 2 in the budget, I think that's a very good starting point. Kudos to Gambia Participate, and I employ all partners. Anybody that can help Gambia Participate, I think they should definitely come on board to help them, as this is going to strengthen and consolidate budget transparency. Thank you, Gambia Participate.